What's up guys, Mech Central here, welcome back to another video, and I just want to say a massive thank you for 2k subscribers. So I know it's a little bit premature, but I thought I'd do a house tour. So here's the hallway to my house. You guys have seen the room ahead of you before in my 1k subscriber video. That's Mech Central HQ. Obviously this is where all the editing magic happens and me brainstorming ideas. I've also got some big box PC games and stuff that I showed in the first video, and if you want to see that, check it out on the channel. Now guys, here's my kitchen. I actually like to mess about in here and try new things. I recently made some chili sauce, which I'm quite proud of. Anyway, moving on. We're going straight to the lounge now, guys. This room here is just a closet. Okay guys, here's my lounge. I like LED lighting, mood ambient lighting type stuff, so I have that, yeah, throughout the whole house. It's very modern and I enjoy that. This room just ahead of us, guys, through here, is where I do one of my other side projects / hobbies, which I'll get to in a second. I will link that on the screen. And yes, I keep exotic pets, and I also do a YouTube channel on it. So ever since I was young, one of my greatest passions has been wildlife and nature. Always loved the documentaries. I keep a variety of weird animals. I've got tarantulas, I've got lizards, frogs. There's a frog in this one. And yeah, it's just a passion of mine. You're very welcome to go over to the YouTube channel, and I'll link that in the description as well. So this guy is one of the coolest things that I own. It's a caiman lizard. It's like a little mini dinosaur really, and because we got him as an adult, he's not exactly the friendliest lizard, so he's going to go for me whenever I open this, and yeah, it just freaks me out a little bit, but he's kind of cool, and I just feed him like cat food and stuff. So yeah, with the story of the mech stuff, I have liked mechs since I was about 10 years old maybe, since way back, since Mech Warrior 2 and the old Battletech cartoons used to be on the TV. And yeah, you know, it's just a passion that has never really died either. I just, you know, those two things are like the biggest things that I'm known for, the giant robots and nature. So yeah, that's basically me. Now guys, going back to the lounge, here is one of my new acquisitions. It's a mini laptop. It's only about 8 inches. And yeah, this, I just do my main job from this. While I'm laying out watching the TV sometimes, or you know, sometimes I just play old school retro games like Red Alert and things like that, because you know, I'm getting old now and new games aren't holding my attention like they used to. So you know, on the front of gaming, I don't really do much other than Mech Arena and some old retro games. I forgot to mention my main job is marketing, so I do marketing for brands. That's my, you know, my main income source. I also do a little bit from YouTube, and I own a little bit of real estate as well, and I get an income from that. So that's a bit of backstory about me. So yeah, I sometimes like to recline on here. I don't relax as often as I should because, as I said, my mind is always ticking, and I just, you know, I struggle and I get depressed if I'm doing nothing, so I always have to be doing something. And my fish tank here is a great source of relaxation. Definitely want to get more into aquatic animals because I feel that marine and tropical are just some of the most fascinating and relaxing things to watch. So guys, here's a little extra feature of my house. I have a home security system. It was already here when I bought the place, so it's just nice to have that. And here is just a small utility room. Heading upstairs, this is what we call the landing in the UK. I don't know what else you'd call it. It's sort of like a upstairs hallway type thing. And guys, this is a nice thing. I keep all of my tax files, all of my business stuff in those cupboards there. And when I need to do some of the boring stuff, I sit down there and do it there. Now, you may have just seen my bedroom's a bit of a mess, so I tidied that really quickly. We're going to get to my other half's side of the room because she has commandeered everything. She basically loves anime and has animated the whole thing up. She does TikTok and YouTube, so I will link that on the screen for anyone who's actually interested to check it out. But her side's very cool. She's got it all lit up as well, like the other rooms, and she's going to show you guys now. So while she's doing that, I don't really mind anime. There's only a few select ones that I really do enjoy, so it's not my passion, but occasionally I'll sit down and watch something with her. And yeah, you know, films don't really grab my attention unless they're really, really psychological. So for the most part, I find myself watching YouTube more than anything. There's quite a few YouTubers I watch, like LGR, who does old school game reviews and things like that. And yeah, I just like to watch stuff that's intellectual. For some reason, that's just what I'm geared towards, rather than the stuff of my youth, which would be action and that sort of stuff. Now guys, I can't believe I nearly forgot to mention this, but one of the greatest influences on me as a kid was the anime Gundam Wing. I just absolutely loved the giant mecha from that, and I think that may have been before Mech Warrior 2, so that was probably like the gateway into being really into giant robots and mechs. And that's funny to think about because I've never made the connection before, guys. Okay, so in here I have a mini bar fridge and I store my drinks in that. And one final thing, guys, we have these projectors for the room. I didn't actually buy these, my girlfriend did, but they do create a really nice space that can alter your mood, you know, if you want to just chill out and relax. So, good purchase. Now guys, we're heading into one of the other rooms I have that no one sleeps in, besides me, sometimes when I'm kicked out of the main bedroom. But sometimes when I'm watching YouTube, I just come in here and chill out. LED strip lighting on the walls, it's nice and relaxing. So that's pretty much it for this room. So there's the hallway without the lights on. And this next room, guys, is a room that has always been a dream of mine. I thought when I was younger, sorry, excuse the mess, I was playing on the Switch a few weeks back but never tidied it up. It's always been a dream of mine to have a room just dedicated to video games. So I've got all the old retro stuff of my youth. This is all stuff from when I was a kid, displayed in these cabinets, and some of it's actually worth a fair bit now. Funny enough, Pokemon Gold and Silver, which were mine back from 1998. Likewise with the Castlevania, that's actually gone right up in value, so that's funny. And yeah, you know, I've got my Xbox One, my PS4, my PS3 in here, which plays the old PS1 and PS2 games. It's backwards compatible. So yeah, I'm just missing the PS5 and the new Xbox. But guys, funny enough, I thought, you know, when I bought this place, I would love to have a gaming room. I don't honestly use it as much as I should, and maybe that's just, you know, due to getting older, but yeah, I just don't play this stuff as much as I should. Still though, it's nice to have a room that is dedicated to it. So there's a smaller monitor here that I use for the Switch, and a smaller TV that I play more retro stuff on, like SNES Mini and all that. And here's the good stuff, the drinks cabinets up top. So like my girlfriend has done, my room lights up as well because I just couldn't get outdone by her. So I'll switch on a lot of it. Some of it is actually USB charging and battery dependent, which is out of batteries. So I'll just show you what's available. And I told you earlier, guys, I do like my ambient mood lighting and LED stuff, so everything is pretty much like that. This is the upstairs hallway, and the picture of the tiger here I'm particularly proud of. My mother bought this for me when I first moved into my old house. So I'm really happy about that, and really happy where it's placed, so you can just see it as soon as you come up the stairs. This room to the right of me is where my uncle stays. He has his ensuite in there, so he's happy with that. Now guys, this is where Omega was actually sleeping. This is another spare bedroom, and you just saw the bedroom's a mess again. And through the wizardry of video editing, I managed to tidy it as well. Split second tidying. So that's going to be it for upstairs, guys. Now we're going to move out to the garden, and I'll show you a couple of cool features that the house has. And I forgot to mention, I have 6 cats. My girlfriend kept begging me to keep the litters we had from the male cat, so yes, we have 6 cats. Now we're on the way out to the garden, guys. It's a nice Japanese style garden with a bridge. And the main log cabin, which is a bit of a mess, we'll get to later, has this LED lighting on the outside, so it shines a really nice ultraviolet blue. This is the other log cabin. I use it as a shed pretty much, and I have a third shed which is just a mess, so I won't show you that in this video. That's the other side of the garden. Now guys, we're going to the garage, and basically I have an extra room on here that was used previously as an office. I'm doing nothing with this room at the minute, so it's just, you know, spare space. I'm thinking of cool things I can put in here, but yeah, it's just sort of like a mini storage place, and that fridge needs to go out the dump because it's broken. Now guys, I actually do have a home gym which we set up, and I'm really proud of this. Even though I'm really lazy with working out at the moment, it's cold out here and I've got heaters in here, I just don't feel like using it as much. Sometimes I do go on the punch bag though. So yeah, it's got everything in here. This is a cables machine, got my dumbbells and dumbbell rack there, and a squat rack here, guys. I've also got deadlift pads for if you want to use those, and my favourite, which is the bench press. So I definitely need to get back on this. I've been really lazy with working out, and I gained weight during this lockdown, so it's a bit depressing, but I'm sure at some point I'm going to get the motivation needed to start it up again. One thing I'm particularly proud of is the flooring, which is Swiss tracks, and you can actually customise your own design, so I did that. I'd envisioned like a blue and grey originally, but I mixed in the black there, so really proud of how it turned out. Quite pricey, guys, but you know, what can you do? I had a spare space, and yeah, it just felt like the right choice. Now up here is basically like a second loft, and I'm just using it for storage at the minute, but I'm thinking of trying to get, you know, a telescope and just using the window out there to look at the sky, because that's another thing that I'm quite passionate about. It's just how beautiful the sky looks at night. I like to lay out and chill out, so I'll show you that now, guys. Again, excuse the mess, it is just literally a storage space, but there's the window that I will be using as a telescope point when I get one. Okay guys, here's the big log cabin, and this is set up as a mini bar and bar. But at the moment I've got my lazy spa in here. It's just a mess at the minute, but because it was cold and I couldn't be bothered to deflate it, I've just stored it in here. So there is actually a seating area in here. Everything does light up, which I'm not going to do right now, you know, just because of how messy it is. But yeah, that's my house, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and at some point I'll be doing the face reveal that other people have asked for, but because this was a smaller milestone, 2k subs, which I'm still very proud of, there you go, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.